It is Memorial Day here in the United States, a day we remember and express our gratitude to those who lost their lives fighting for this country. Many of us are enjoying a long holiday weekend, but do not fret. James, Amanda, and I will not be leaving you hanging tonight. We will continue our rewatch series with Season 2, Episode 2, titled Free Range Browns. I am so excited to discuss this episode more in depth tonight, but I just had to get on here and do a high-level overview first because this is one of the most iconic Sister Wives episodes. It really has everything. We have a car breakdown, Mckelti getting bucked off a horse, child labor. We have our first revelation that Cody and Janelle are step-siblings. We meet Cody's scary-ass dad, and Robyn reveals she can't spell. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a lovely long holiday weekend if you're here in the US, and if you are abroad, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I love doing these sort of recap episodes of the episodes that James, Amanda, and I discuss more in depth. These are like a quick high-level overview, so if you don't quite have the time to dedicate to our longer live streams, you can still follow along. I am especially excited about discussing Season 2, Episode 2, because, like I said in the intro, it is one of the most iconic Sister Wives episodes. I want you to pretend that you are a first-time watcher. There were a lot of revelations in this episode that made you go, I'm sorry, what? So at this point in time, the Browns have become inundated with paparazzi since going public. So they decide to escape to Cody's family ranch in Wyoming. This is the first time we are going to meet the Browns' extended family. And boy, are we in for some bombshell revelations. More on that in just a moment. First, we need to get to Wyoming, which according to Logan, and I trust Logan, should be about an 8-hour drive. Yet it takes this family over 2 days. Taking way longer than necessary to get somewhere will become a staple for the Browns. Robyn ends up breaking down in the family's Suburban just about an hour outside of Lehigh. And upon towing it back to town, Cody gets the news that it will cost over $5,000 to fix. Yikes. Once they get back on the road, they stop off to take some pictures, and that is when Robyn utters her famous "Why for Wyoming?"
Okay, everybody, you guys get out. We're gonna look at Red Canyon.
Everybody put your hands in a Y.
For Wyoming.
Wyoming is a W, Robyn, not a Y.
Was it a flub? Was it a joke? Who knows? Let's just be glad the kids escaped the polygamy school co-op when they did. When we get to the ranch, we learn that on the agenda is painting Cody's mom's house and helping on a cattle drive. Now, I've talked about this before, and I've gotten some comments about it not being strange to help out on a family ranch doing chores and such, and I totally see the validity in those statements. However, I interviewed Cody's nephew, Ben, and he discusses his past trauma of being labor trafficked on this very ranch. And then we have Cody saying in this episode that if you don't work, you don't eat.
Well, we're going to ranch in Wyoming for a vacation, but when you go to the ranch, you don't sit around. It's a working vacation. You don't work, you don't eat, that kind of attitude.
Knowing that Logan and Hunter specifically spent entire summers on this ranch makes me pause for concern. Which leads us into meeting Cody's father, Win, for the first time.
Well, he's still like Grandpa anyway. I don't know why.
Cody has talked openly about having daddy issues. And from my conversation with Cody's nephew, Grandpa Win seems like he was an abusive asshole. So seeing him in this episode, I was like, ooh, he doesn't exactly give off warm and fuzzy vibes. But there is at least one person that wasn't turned off by Win. Yes, that would be Janelle's mother, Cheryl, who we find out married her future father-in-law 3 months before she married Cody.
I've said in the past that most of my family disowned me or was appalled when I made the decision to join the faith. The only exception is actually my mother And so she made the conversion to the faith, and then she actually married Cody's dad.
Janelle's mom met my dad, and they fell in love, and they got married about 3 months before Janelle and I got married.
When Cheryl came into the family, I had a difficult time, and I took care of kids and she took care of Wynn. It was a difficult thing for me for quite a while.
I consider her one of my very best friends now.
And me too.
Me too. She just is a delight to be around.
I must have missed this episode of Maury, but it seems to have worked out for Janelle and Cheryl. And Wynn also had a third wife who opted to not be on camera. But Janelle and Cheryl recount how they didn't get along at first, and now they're really close friends. I guess that is what Cody was hoping would happen with the OG3 when he brought Robyn in, but really the only sister-wife bond that withstood the test of time was Christine and Janelle's. Janelle actually makes the comment in this episode that when Cheryl came into the family, she took care of the kids while Cheryl took care of Wynn. I found that to be interesting because Wynn only had children with Janelle. He didn't have kids with Cheryl or his other wife who opted to not be on camera. And Cheryl's children were adults when she married Wynn. I mean, Janelle married Cody 3 months later. So it kind of just seems like Janelle got emotionally and physically abandoned, much like Cody did to the OG3. And then this episode that has everything culminates with Mckelti getting bucked off a horse.
I see her take off on the horse. This head goes down between her legs, and Mckelti comes flying up in the air. She flies to the side. She comes down on her hip.
Oh my God!
What's hurting?
My back, all my back.
Cheryl's a nurse, and so I'm gonna have Cheryl take a look at her and see what she thinks.
And take Mckelti to see the chiropractor so we can really find out what's going on with her.
This is actually incredibly dangerous. Like, people have died or gotten severely and permanently injured from horse riding accidents. Mckelti gets an assessment from Grandma Cheryl, who is a nurse, and then she's off to the chiropractor. My thought is maybe an ER would have been a more appropriate. I don't know. There are so many good episodes of Sister Wives. I mean, some of my favorites include the My Sister Wives Closet investors pitch and Robyn's cringe purity speech, but I have yet to come across another episode that is more jam-packed with iconic moments such as season 2, episode 2. This was also Robyn's first time to the family ranch, and I wish we would have gotten more of her playing cowboy, as Cody called it at the beginning of the episode. What did you guys think of Free Range Browns? Also, what are some of your favorite Sister Wives episodes? Let me know down in the comments. And make sure you meet me back here at 7 p.m. Eastern when James, Amanda, and I will discuss this episode more in depth. And we also will catch up on Seeking Sister Wife for those that are watching that glorious dumpster fire. Seriously, season 5 is so good. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and X at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.